Welcome to the Mind Shelf, where we unlock the secrets of human potential. I'm excited to have you here today as we embark on a transformative journey into the world of effective communication. Whether you're someone who freezes up during unexpected conversations, struggles with public speaking, or simply wants to become more articulate and confident in your daily interactions, this comprehensive guide on Think Fast, Talk Smart techniques is designed specifically for you. Communication is the cornerstone of human connection, professional success, and personal fulfillment. Yet, for many of us, the pressure to think quickly and speak eloquently can feel overwhelming. Today, we're going to change that. We'll explore proven strategies, practical techniques, and mindset shifts that will help you become the confident, articulate communicator you've always wanted to be. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's dive into this incredible journey of communication mastery together. Introduction: the art of spontaneous communication. In our fast-paced world, the ability to think quickly and communicate effectively has become more crucial than ever. Whether you're presenting to a boardroom, networking at an event, or simply engaging in casual conversation, your ability to articulate thoughts clearly and confidently can make or break opportunities. The Think Fast, Talk Smart isn't just about speaking quickly. It's about developing the mental agility to organize your thoughts rapidly while maintaining clarity, authenticity, and impact. This comprehensive guide will equip you with the tools, techniques, and mindset necessary to excel in spontaneous communication situations. Chapter 1. Understanding the psychology of quick thinking. The neuroscience behind rapid response. When we're put on the spot, our brains undergo a fascinating process. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for executive functions like planning and decision-making, must work in overdrive to process information, organize thoughts, and formulate responses. Understanding this biological process helps us work with our natural tendencies rather than against them. Research in cognitive psychology shows that our brains are naturally wired to seek patterns and shortcuts. When we understand these mental frameworks, we can leverage them to improve our spontaneous speaking abilities. The key lies in developing what psychologists call cognitive flexibility, the mental ability to switch between different conceptual representations of the world. Overcoming the fear factor. Fear is the biggest obstacle to effective spontaneous communication. The fear of saying something wrong, appearing foolish, or being judged can paralyze even the most knowledgeable individuals. This fear activates our fight or flight response, flooding our system with stress hormones that actually impair cognitive function. The solution isn't to eliminate fear entirely. That's neither possible nor desirable. Instead, we need to reframe our relationship with uncertainty and develop comfort with imperfection. Some of the most engaging speakers are those who embrace their humanity, acknowledge their mistakes, and continue with authenticity and grace. Building mental frameworks. One of the most effective ways to think quickly is to develop mental frameworks or templates that can be applied to various situations. These frameworks serve as scaffolding for our thoughts, providing structure when we need to respond rapidly. Consider the PREP framework. Point: state your main message clearly. Reason: provide supporting evidence or logic. Example: illustrate with a concrete example. Point: restate your main message for emphasis. This simple structure can be applied to countless scenarios, from answering interview questions to making impromptu presentations. Chapter 2. Fundamental techniques for quick thinking. The power of pause. Contrary to popular belief, thinking fast doesn't mean speaking immediately. Strategic pauses can actually make you appear more thoughtful and confident. A well-timed pause serves multiple purposes. Buying time. It gives your brain crucial seconds to organize thoughts. Creating emphasis. Pauses can highlight important points. Reducing filler words. They prevent ah, and other vocal fillers. Demonstrating confidence. They show you're not rushing or panicking. Practice the 3-breath rule. When asked a question, take 3 slow breaths before responding. This pause feels longer to you than to your audience, but it provides valuable processing time. Bridging techniques. Bridging is the art of smoothly transitioning from an unexpected question to a message you want to deliver. This technique is particularly useful in interviews, presentations, or difficult conversations. Common bridging phrases include, "That's an interesting question, and it reminds me of." "Before I address that specifically, let me provide some context." "And that relates directly to something I was thinking about." That connects to a broader issue. The key to effective bridging is making the transition feel natural and relevant rather than evasive or manipulative. The stacking method. When dealing with complex questions or topics, the stacking method helps organize multiple points clearly. Instead of presenting all your ideas at once, you stack them by announcing the structure up front. There are 3 key factors to consider here. First, second, and third. This approach serves multiple purposes. It gives you time to think while stating the structure. It helps your audience follow your logic. It prevents you from forgetting important points. It makes you appear organized and thoughtful. Question reflection. Sometimes the best way to handle a challenging question is to reflect it back with clarification. This technique serves multiple purposes. It ensures you understand the question correctly. It buys you additional thinking time. It demonstrates engagement with the questioner. It can help narrow down broad or vague questions. For example, when you ask about efficiency, are you referring to time management or resource allocation? That's a broad topic. Are you most interested in the short-term or long-term implications? And help me understand what specific aspect you'd like me to focus on. Chapter 3. Structuring your thoughts on the fly. The ABC method. For situations requiring quick organization of thoughts, the ABC method provides a simple yet effective structure. A. Action or answer. What needs to be done or your main response. B. Benefit or because. Why this matters or the reasoning. C. Consequence or call to action. What happens next or what you want from the audience. This method works particularly well for answering what-if scenarios, explaining decisions or recommendations, responding to criticism or challenges, making persuasive arguments. Time-based structuring. When discussing complex topics, organizing your response chronologically can provide natural flow and clarity. Past. What has happened or been tried before. Present. Current situation or immediate considerations. Future. Projected outcomes or next steps. This structure is especially effective for project updates. Problem-solving discussions. Strategic planning conversations. Historical or developmental topics. The problem-solution benefit framework. This classic structure works well for addressing challenges or proposing ideas. Problem. Clearly define the issue or challenge. Solution. Present your proposed approach. Benefit. Explain the positive outcomes. This framework demonstrates analytical thinking and solution-oriented mindset, making it valuable in profession. Comparative analysis. When dealing with options or alternatives, the comparative approach helps organize thoughts clearly. Option A, present first alternative with pros and cons. Option B, present second alternative with pros and cons. Recommendation, state your preference with reasoning. This structure shows thorough consideration of alternatives and demonstrates decision-making capabilities. Chapter 4. Managing anxiety and building confidence. Understanding communication anxiety. Communication anxiety affects nearly everyone to some degree. It's characterized by physical symptoms, increased heart rate, sweating, trembling, and psychological symptoms, racing thoughts, fear of judgment, mental blanks. Understanding these symptoms as normal responses helps reduce their power over us. The root of communication anxiety often lies in fear of negative evaluation. Perfectionism, past negative experiences, lack of preparation or experience, imposter syndrome, reframing techniques. Cognitive reframing involves changing how we think about challenging situations. Instead of viewing spontaneous speaking as a threat, We can reframe it as an opportunity to share knowledge, a chance to connect with others, a moment to demonstrate expertise, practice for future situations, a learning experience regardless of outcome. Preparation strategies. While we can't prepare for every possible question or situation, we can prepare our mindset and toolkit. Mental preparation. Regular visualization exercises, positive self-talk and affirmations, mindfulness and breathing techniques. Physical exercise to reduce stress hormones. Practical preparation. Developing a repertoire of stories and examples. Practicing common frameworks and structures. Building knowledge base in your field. Recording and reviewing your own speaking. The power of authenticity. One of the most liberating realizations in communication is that authenticity trumps perfection. Audiences connect more with genuine, imperfect speakers than with polished but inauthentic presentations. This means it's okay to say, "I don't know," when you don't know. Showing vulnerability can increase connection. Admitting mistakes demonstrates integrity. Asking for clarification shows engagement. Chapter 5. Advanced Communication Strategies. Reading the room. Effective spontaneous communication requires constant awareness of your audience's needs, mood, and engagement level. Key indicators to watch for: verbal cues, questions and comments, tone of voice, speaking pace, level of technical language used, nonverbal cues, body language and posture, facial expressions, eye contact patterns, physical positioning and movement, environmental cues, time constraints, and formality level, group dynamics, cultural considerations, adapting your style. Once you've read the room, you need to adapt your communication style accordingly. For analytical audiences, provide data and evidence, use logical structures, address potential objections, allow time for questions. For relationship-oriented audiences, include personal stories, acknowledge emotions, build connections, use collaborative language. For results-oriented audiences, focus on outcomes and benefits, be concise and direct, highlight practical applications, emphasize action items. Handling difficult situations. Challenging communication scenarios are inevitable. Here are strategies for common difficult situations. Hostile questions. Stay calm and professional. Acknowledge the concern. Separate emotion from content. Redirect to productive discussion. Questions you can't answer. Admit limitations honestly. Offer to find out and follow up. Suggest alternative resources. Turn to the group for input. Technical difficulties or interruptions. Address the issue directly. Use humor when appropriate. Maintain composure. Continue smoothly once resolved. The art of storytelling. Stories are powerful tools for spontaneous communication because they make abstract concepts concrete. They create emotional connections, are memorable and engaging, provide natural structure. Develop a collection of go-to stories that illustrate common themes. Overcoming challenges. Learning from mistakes, achieving success through collaboration, adapting to change, innovation and creativity. Chapter 6, Practical Exercises and Drills, daily practice routines. Improving spontaneous communication requires consistent practice. Here are daily exercises that can be done in just 5-10 minutes. Morning warm-up. Summarize yesterday's news in 2 minutes. Explain your daily schedule to an imaginary audience. Describe your breakfast using only positive adjectives. Practice introducing yourself in 3 different contexts. Commute practice. Listen to podcasts and practice summarizing key points. Have imaginary conversations with difficult colleagues. Practice explaining your job to different age groups. Rehearse upcoming presentations or meetings. Evening reflection. Record yourself discussing your day. Practice explaining a concept you learned. Reflect on communication successes and challenges. Plan responses for tomorrow's known interactions. Structured exercises. The 1-minute challenge. Set a timer for 1 minute and speak continuously about a randomly selected topic. This exercise builds comfort with time pressure, ability to generate content quickly, confidence in sustained speaking, practice with spontaneous organization. Topics can include objects in your immediate environment, abstract concepts, justice, happiness, success, current events, personal experiences, traits and professional topics. The question game. Have a partner ask unexpected questions that you must answer immediately. Start with easier personal questions and gradually increase difficulty. What's your favorite season and why? If you could have dinner with anyone, who would it be? How would you solve traffic congestion in major cities? What's the most important skill for future success? Impromptu presentations. Practice giving 2-3-minute presentations on random topics with only 30 seconds of preparation time. Focus on clear opening statements, logical organization, specific examples. Strong conclusions. Recording and analysis. Regular recording of your practice sessions provides valuable feedback. What to record? Daily warm-up exercises, impromptu presentations, mock interviews or conversations, explanations of complex topics. What to analyze? The clarity of message, use of filler words, pacing and rhythm, body language if video, logical organization, continuity, confidence level. How to improve? Identify recurring patterns, set specific goals for improvement, practice problem areas repeatedly, seek feedback from others, track progress over time. Chapter 7. Technology and Modern Communication. Virtual communication challenges. Modern communication increasingly happens through digital platforms, creating unique challenges. Technical issues. Audio delays affecting conversation flow. Video quality impacting nonverbal communication. Connection problems disrupting presentations. Platform unfamiliarity causing distraction. Engagement challenges. Reduced ability to read room dynamics. Screen fatigue affecting attention. Multitasking temptations for audience. Lack of natural conversation rhythms. Solutions and adaptations. Test technology in advance. Develop platform-specific skills. Use interactive elements more frequently. Adjust pacing for digital delivery. Prepare backup plans for technical failures. Social media and instant communication. The rise of instant communication has changed expectations. Speed expectations. Immediate responses expected. Brief, concise messages preferred. Visual elements increasingly important. Attention spans growing shorter. Adaptation strategies. Practice concise communication. Develop visual thinking skills. Master various communication platforms. Balance speed with thoughtfulness. AI and future communication. As artificial intelligence becomes more prevalent, human communication skills become both more and less important. What AI can't replace: emotional intelligence. Creative thinking. Complex problem solving. Authentic relationship building. Cultural sensitivity. How to stay relevant. Focus on uniquely human skills. Develop emotional and social intelligence. Practice creative and innovative thinking. Build authentic relationships. Maintain cultural awareness and sensitivity. Chapter 8. Industry-specific applications. Business and professional settings. Meeting participation. Contributing meaningfully to discussions. Presenting ideas clearly under time pressure. Handling objections and questions. Building consensus around complex issues. Networking events. Introducing yourself effectively. Making memorable connections. Transitioning between conversation topics. Following up on conversations. Client interactions. Understanding client needs quickly. Explaining complex concepts simply. Handling complaints or concerns. Building trust and rapport rapidly. Educational environments. Classroom discussions. Participating in debates and discussions. Asking thoughtful questions. Explaining concepts to peers. Presenting research findings. Job interviews. Answering behavioral questions. Explaining qualifications clearly. Asking insightful questions. Demonstrating cultural fit. Social and personal contexts. Social gatherings. Making small talk effectively. sharing stories and experiences, showing interest in others, managing group dynamics, family discussions, mediating conflicts, explaining decisions or changes, teaching concepts to children, handling emotional conversations. Chapter 9, Cultural Considerations and Global Communication, understanding cultural differences. Effective spontaneous communication requires awareness of cultural variations in communication styles, direct versus indirect approaches, collective orientations, nonverbal communication, eye contact expectations, personal space preferences, gesture meanings and appropriateness, facial expression interpretations, conversation patterns, turn-taking expectations, silence comfort levels, question-asking appropriateness, topic boundaries and taboos, adapting for global audiences. When communicating across cultures, research and preparation, learn about audience cultural background, understand business customs and expectations, identify potential sensitive topics, prepare culturally appropriate examples, delivery adaptations, adjust speaking pace and volume, modify nonverbal behavior, use simpler language when appropriate, allow extra time for processing, content modifications, choose universal rather than culture-specific examples, avoid idioms and colloquialisms, be sensitive to religious and political topics, include diverse perspectives when possible. Chapter 10, Long-Term Development and Mastery. It's creating a personal development plan. Sustainable improvement in spontaneous communication requires structured long-term effort. Assessment phase. Identify current strengths and weaknesses. Gather feedback from multiple sources. Record baseline performance metrics. Set specific measurable goals. Skill-building phase. Focus on one area at a time. Practice consistently and deliberately. Seek challenging opportunities. Track progress regularly. Integration phase. Apply skills in real-world situations. Seek feedback and adjust approaches. Build on successes and learn from failures. Maintain consistent practice habits. Building your support network. Improvement accelerates with support from others, mentors and coaches. Seek experienced communicators in your field. Join professional organizations and groups. Participate in training programs and workshops. Consider hiring a communication coach. Practice partners. Form study groups or practice circles. Join organizations like Toastmasters International. Participate in debate clubs or discussion groups. Practice with colleagues, friends, or family. Feedback systems. Establish regular feedback mechanisms. Use technology for self-monitoring. Create accountability partnerships. Document progress and challenges. Advanced techniques and mastery. As you develop proficiency, focus on advanced techniques. Meta-communication. Commenting on the communication process itself. Acknowledging and addressing communication breakdowns. Facilitating others' communication effectively. Managing group communication dynamics. Persuasion and influence. Understanding psychological principles of persuasion. Building credibility and trust rapidly. Using rhetorical devices effectively. Ethical influence and manipulation awareness. Conflict resolution. De-escalating tense situations. Finding common ground quickly. Facilitating productive disagreement. Managing emotional responses. Maintaining skills over time. Communication skills require ongoing maintenance and refinement. Regular practice. Maintain daily practice routines. Seek new challenges and opportunities. Vary practice contexts and audiences. Continue learning and growing. Staying current. Keep up with communication research and trends. Adapt to new technologies and platforms. Learn from other skilled communicators. Attend workshops and training sessions. Self-reflection and adjustment. Regularly assess your progress and goals. Adjust strategies based on results. Remain open to feedback and change. Celebrate successes and learn from setbacks. Conclusion. Your path to communication excellence. Mastering the art of thinking fast and talking smart is a journey, not a destination. The techniques, strategies, and principles outlined in this comprehensive guide provide a roadmap for that journey, but remember that effective spontaneous communication isn't about perfection. It's about connection, authenticity, and the ability to share your thoughts and ideas clearly and confidently. Every interaction is an opportunity to practice and improve, and every mistake is a chance to learn and grow. The world needs your unique perspective, insights, and contributions. By developing your ability to think quickly and communicate effectively, you're not just improving your own life, you're enhancing your ability to contribute meaningfully to your community, profession, and relationships. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. With consistent effort and the right strategies, you can transform your communication abilities and unlock new levels of personal and professional success. The journey begins with your next conversation. Make it count. And there you have it, your complete guide to thinking fast and talking smart. I hope this comprehensive exploration has given you valuable insights and practical tools you can start implementing immediately in your daily communications. Remember, becoming a confident, articulate communicator is a journey that requires patience, practice, and persistence. Don't expect perfection overnight, but celebrate each small improvement along the way. Every conversation is an opportunity to apply what you've learned and grow your skills. If you found value in today's content, I'd love to hear about your experiences and successes as you implement these techniques. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss new content from the Mind Shelf. Your support means everything to this channel, and I'm grateful to have you as part of our growing community of learners and growth seekers. Together we're building minds, expanding horizons, and unlocking human potential. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep expanding your mind. This is the Mind Shelf, and I'll see you in the next video.